This sucks. It's not what we wanted. It's not what we were aiming for. Something has went wrong and now we're here. Things won't always work the way we intended them to be. But at that time where things are going really horribly wrong, and you'll know it because it'll feel shit. It'll feel like, why has this happened? It'll feel like, how has this happened? But that is a prime opportunity to look and see, how can we grow? How can we learn? How can we develop from this? How often do we stop and go, things just aren't right at the moment. I'm getting it wrong. I'm really miserable in this aspect of my life. What's the reason for this? If I look at this incident that's just happened, or why I'm feeling this way, what can I learn from it? What can I change to make things better? How do I make sure that I don't end up back here again in 6 or 8 months? In business, we call this lessons learned. So each time something that goes wrong in the business, something that causes pain, something that causes angst, something that causes loss of revenues, we dissect it and we go, how did we learn from it? It's not about finger pointing, it's not about blame. It's very much about going, this is what went wrong and how can we fix it for the next time? How can we prevent this from maybe happening again? Now, if you think that works really well in business, but how often do we do that in our own life? So lessons learned isn't just something that is very useful in business. Lessons learned is something that's very useful in life. And I encourage you, if you're going through a hard time at the minute, keep going first and foremost. But second, once you get a little bit of downtime, maybe you've come through it, maybe you're on the other side, maybe you're still going through it and you just don't know. Give yourself a little moment to step back, ask the questions. What is happening here? Why is it happening? And how can I prevent this from happening again in the future? You get some really valuable information that can help grow and really push you to that next level if we take the time and we stop and exercise it. Now, I have seen in some businesses that they'll do a lessons learned exercise. They'll gather all the information, they'll put it in a drawer or they'll put it in a file and it'll go somewhere and nobody ever talks about it. Nobody ever shares the information. So we continue to make the same mistakes. Once we have the information, share the information, but most importantly, learn from the information. I hope you're well. I hope you've got some value from this video. If you have got some value from the video, you know what to do.